All right, so Orange Theory. So somebody asked me the other day about Orange Theory. It's not orange rollers, it's not orange t-shirts, it's not even Virginia Cavaliers in the Final Four with the orange. It's not Syracuse orange either. But it's basically, it was a concept created probably about a little less than a decade ago by Ellen Latham, who kind of, I think, through growing up and having her dad be a PE teacher in Glens Falls, New York, she kind of saw like the community fitness kind of thing, and then she got into community fitness and kind of group fitness, and I believe she was in with Pilates and a bunch of other things, and saw the integration and the ability to use things like EPOC, which is excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, and how that affects your heart rate and your how it affects also your metabolic response and things like that. So she took that, and then she realized how easy technology was these days to use and how it was not getting used as much as it needed to consistently in an organized fashion, and then she created Orange Theory, which is phenomenal. It's huge. I believe 8 countries, 23 countries, 8 languages, close to 1 million people now, if not 1 million, over $1 billion in revenue, and just changing lives everywhere. So just so that we're clear, and then people ask like, well, what's just better, CrossFit or Orange Theory? And it's different. Again, like, you need to really be clear on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Most people, if you have a general, just you want to feel better, you want to look better, you want to get in better shape, if that's your goal, okay, let's just be clear. If that's your goal, Orange Theory has a really good system set up. If you're looking to be challenged a little bit more, can you challenge yourself in Orange Theory? Yeah, absolutely. If you're looking for more like absolute strength or absolute like maximum capacity on stuff, or you're looking more of like that sports kind of feel to things, you're probably more inclined to go to a CrossFit situation. Both huge communities, both great environments, very positive, it's family focused almost in a weird way. They all celebrate really well. They do a good job of tracking kind of where you're at. The challenges with looking at one thing or another is that you miss the opportunity for the combinations of things. Like, we're all human and we're all different combinations of the same elements, basically. So we forget about this all the time, but here, Orange Theory is incredible. CrossFit is incredible. Are each appropriate or the best choices by themselves for any one person? No, this is where people get it wrong, you know. And so in the next year, I believe, like, it sounds like Orange Theory is going to have somewhere around 1,500 different locations around the planet, which is awesome. And they're starting to, you know, get better with their use of technology as well. Now, I mean, we've been using technology for over 2 decades. It's been on our sheet. Most people don't ask about it. They don't even understand how to use it. And that's the thing, is like, they're using a small piece in Orange Theory, and the biofeedback is really helpful. So it keeps you, in balance. It keeps you kind of aware of where you're improving and where you need to, push yourself and where you need to back off. The thing is, here's the difference. Orange Theory is really about a general, overall physiological positive response, which is good. But guess what? As an athlete, and this is not a but, it could be an and, it doesn't matter. As an athlete, you need that to be your base, okay? That's the starting point, all right? That's not to say you can't go in there as a freak athlete and get a freaky workout. You can do that at CrossFit though too, okay? And we're not affiliated with either one, so I think both are incredible. So the thing is, and this is where I tell people all the time, like, what we do, because people always ask, well, what do you do? How come you guys, I'm like, well, we have people that we work with that are at CrossFit facilities. We have people that we work with that are at Orange Theory facilities. We have people that we work with that are at both, okay? So I'm a promoter of both, so to speak, as long as it fits what the need is of the person that's going there. What are you looking for a return on your investment? What are your needs specifically? And this is where our acronym is a little bit different than like a general overall physiological response. That's a base. We assume that we have to get there first. So you need to start off with getting those things done anyhow. But then on top of that, you have a specific, unique preparedness that you have to focus on. That's why I say that's what's up. That's what's up. Specific, unique preparedness. And so what is it that you have as a goal? And then what is your unique situation? Specifically, what do you want to get done? Okay? So that means like when you're going into CrossFit's all in the same workout, Orange Theory's all in the same workout, but they've got different levels. So that's great, but at the same time, we're all on different schedules. So if you have a practice on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you have a competition on Sunday, you have this additional sport that you're doing stuff with on Tuesday, then you have like a mini sparring session on Thursday, or you have a mini time trial on Thursday, all these different things, and you're going to a set class. Now the good news is, you know, the class is set, so you know what to expect. The bad news is it's not accommodating for the other things that you have going on. This is where specific, unique preparedness gets different than general overall physiological progress. So there's not going to, you got to try to keep it within the realm of what's kind of in homeostasis, equilibrium, balance, but not really, because in order to grow, you got to push the envelope between 3 to 7%. And the thing is, you have to be aware of your unique situation. So the biofeedback that you get at Orange Theory is phenomenal. They're also using that a lot at, at CrossFits too. And most of the people at CrossFits are paying attention to what other biofeedback they have too. So that's all good, but at the same time, and this is a big but, at the same time, you have unique things that you need to do. So any one of those things usually is not going to get you 100% prepared. Not usually, it's never going to. Just be clear, it is never going to. It's never gonna be optimal by itself. It can be a part of the system, but it's literally a part of the system. If you just wanna get in good shape, that's fine. You can do that at either one of those, okay? But if you have a specific, unique preparedness that you have to be working towards, you're not going to get it just with either one of those by themselves. You're gonna have to add in some different things. So this is where I want people to understand. I love CrossFit. I love Orange Theory. I think they're incredible. Again, they are tools in your tool chest. You have to put all this stuff together. You need to sit down and get clear on exactly what you're trying to accomplish, what you're willing to invest to try to get that return, and then you need to stay on top of it. That's the beauty of CrossFit. Shows you the beauty of the ability to say, I can, and then do some things that you probably never thought you could do. And people are standing there cheering you along the way the whole time. And on Orange Theory side, it's the ability to be positive and also understand that you can do things in actually much, much more moderation and get great response. And then also you can do things really, really challenging too, and be side by side with somebody who's exceptional and still be getting the same workout or the same response from a workout, even though they're at a much higher level, or you're at a much higher level too, which is nice because it's a community thing. But again, it's not specific and unique. Neither one of them are, unless you're getting ready for CrossFit Games. Then CrossFit's specific and unique. But you probably have some things you need to work on. Like if you think that any of the people that are winning championships are just doing the CrossFit workouts, they understand that they're having weaknesses within those workouts, so they have to focus on different things on different days. They're doing more than just one little tiny workout a day. Not that that workout's not challenging, but they're doing more than that. And the thing at Orange Theory is like, it's overall health and wellness, okay? And that's really good. But so many people get confused on thinking that this is exactly where every athlete starts their training and ends their training. That's not the point. The point was to raise your overall fitness and wellness and health, and that happens there. So get clear on what you need and get clear on what you're willing to invest to get that return. And I think that's really important. Love Orange Theory, and also love CrossFit. And find which one or the combination of the two or other things that work for you, and then apply that consistently. And remember, like, if you're not healthy, what can you enjoy? So try to pick the one that's going to keep you healthiest to enjoy life as well, unless you're not terribly concerned about that. That's not a need of yours, that's fine. Just be clear on that going into it.